Hi everyone, and welcome to the Journey Om Yoga Pose of the Week. This week it's Warrior One. So there's a couple different ways to get in and out of Warrior One. I'm going to walk you through some of that, modifications, finding your alignment. So I'm going to start out in a more modified version of getting into Warrior One, which would just be coming into Mountain Pose at the top of our mats. And we'll step the left foot back. So your hands are on your hips so you can really feel where your hips are. So they're squared toward the top of the mat. And we're just gonna I'm stepping my left foot back a few feet. And you might need to make adjustments and take a peek at your feet. Make sure that they're on railroad tracks instead of a tightrope. So that's for balance. Your heels can be aligned if you wanna work more on your balance. But I like to keep my legs on that railroad track kind of thing instead. So my front toes are pointing straight ahead, my hips are square. Now, before I lower down, I'm going to tuck my tailbone a little, lengthen up through the spine. Instead of leaning forward, you just lengthen straight up. And then you start to sink down. And this front leg, the knee isn't going past the ankle. You're finding somewhat of a 90-degree angle here. And then, so find your alignment. You can kind of twist from side to side, hands on your hips to get a feel. And then from there, you can reach your arms up. If that feels like it's too challenging, you can always have your arms down by your sides or hands out heart center. Sometimes hands on your shoulders lets you see your alignment as well. So if you're kind of turning this way, square your shoulders forward, hips are squared forward. Then you can start to play around with some depth, straightening and bending that front leg. You might be able to step it back a little further. And then you find your posture. So if your arms are coming up, more full expression would be down at a 90-degree angle. It's okay if your heel pops up a little bit and back. So down more at a 90-degree angle. Arms are as straight as you can get them. Sometimes you can interlock your finger. You can try interlocking your fingers and pointing your index fingers up in this mudra. And you're either looking straight ahead. You might take your gaze, even though your head is straight ahead, you might take your gaze up to where the wall and ceiling meets. Or you could take your gaze straight up towards your fingertips. And breathe. So what's happening here is you're engaging, especially this back leg, your glute, front leg is strong, almost like you're trying to squeeze your legs together to find that engagement, build energy, and then you feel it move up. And you really just breathe into it. In every posture, you're just working on finding that still point in the posture, your seat, which is what asana means, is seat. So you're finding your seat, which allows you to hold for a longer period of time. So coming into Warrior One, it's okay to move around, to find your alignment, and then I encourage you to hold and do your belly breath for at least 3 breaths. See if you can bring that out to 5 breaths. And then you'll step forward and do the other side. So same thing, you step the right foot back, the back foot is turned out. Find your alignment. So take your time to build the posture and to really feel your alignment, your square hips, your long spine, your strong legs. Core is engaged, arms are as straight as you can get them, or they're in a position that's right for your shoulders. A little bit stronger variation for coming into your Warrior One. So you might come into it through a sun salutation. So you'd be inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So you're already down low here. So you turn that back foot out, and then rise up from here. So automatically you're much lower. It's a little more intense to come into it from there. You can sink down easier because you have that real distance between your feet. You always want to check in. Make sure you're on that railroad track instead of a tightrope. You're squaring your hips toward the top of your mat and you're lengthening up. Reaching up, finding the drishti or that focal point where your eyes meet the wall, the ceiling, maybe straight up, and you're breathing 3 to 5 breaths, belly breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, engaging the legs, core, front toes are relaxed. Then you inhale. On your exhale, release it down. And then here you could step back to your down dog. And then flow through. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So those are a couple variations for your Warrior One. It's fun to add it to a flow, and it's kind of nice to just practice it as an individual posture. So enjoy your experience with it, be curious, and of course listen to your body. Namaste.